Hello, Nishimoto Hawks. It is the week of March 15th, 2021, and it is going to be another Hawk-tastic week for distance teaching and learning. I cannot believe that after an entire year apart, I am so excited to get to officially announce that we will be able to welcome our students back if they choose to come in a hybrid schedule beginning next week, March 22nd. Students who wish to come and learn with us in person here at school will be able to in half-day increments in a phased-in approach that will go as follows. So our TK through first graders will begin on March 22nd, followed by our second and third graders who will join us beginning on Thursday, March 25th. Then we'll have our week for spring break, and then finally our fourth through sixth graders will join us beginning on April 6th. We are so excited for our students to return. We have been very busy making sure that we have everything in place so that everyone can return safely, socially distanced, so we can all stay healthy and learn together. Take a look at some of the preparations that your student can expect to see and experience when they come back to school with us beginning March 22nd. We have been stocking all of our classrooms with extra hand sanitizer and wipes to ensure that we are disinfecting and sanitizing on a regular basis. Our custodians have installed clear plastic shields on every desk that students will use as another layer of protection. All students and adults will be required to wear a mask while here on campus. If your student doesn't have one, don't worry, we have several that we can provide them. And don't worry, Nishi, we'll help you to find one that fits you too. Students and families will be required to fill out a health screener and get their temperature checked prior to arrival on campus. Students will follow directional arrows on the walkways to minimize contact with others, as well as wait in designated marked spots to ensure correct social distancing of students at all times. Once students are in the classroom, they will sit at desks that are seated at least 6 feet apart and will have their own designated supplies for use. There will be no sharing of supplies between any of our students. Hand washing stations will be available for all students, and students will be encouraged to use them. We know school might look a little different when we come back, but at Nishimoto we're committing to do everything we can to keep all of our students and staff members safe. We will be hosting some parent webinars. For more information, including our specific schedules, and what the day will look like for the return to school. Our first webinars will be this week on Wednesday for our parents of students that are returning in grades TK through third grade. That will be on Wednesday evening via Zoom. We will have an English session at 5:30, and then the same session will be offered in Spanish at 6:15 p.m. So links to those webinars will be sent out in Parent Square. The webinars will also be recorded so they can be watched at a later date if you're not able to make it, but it is very important to get the most up-to-date information and how you can help us accomplish bringing our students back for you to join us at those webinars this week. The 4th through 6th grade webinars will be next week on the evening of the 24th. Due to the return of our students in our in-person hybrid model, we have made some adjustments to our school calendar. So originally, the third quarter was scheduled to end on March 26th, right before spring break. They have pushed that up a week due to the fact that some student schedules may need to be changed as they return for in-person hybrid learning. For that reason, the third quarter will now end this Friday, March 19th. So let's make sure that our students get all of their assignments turned in so those can be reflected in their third quarter grades. Have you been wanting to order some of your very own Nishimoto swag? Well, now is your chance. I am happy to announce that we have our Spiritwear store currently open through the local business Pro Tees. You can find that link on our school website, in Parent Square, or on our social media platforms. So we've got a great selection of t-shirts and sweatshirts, and even a Nishimoto Hawk mask if you want to check it out. All orders will be placed and paid for online, and pickup will be from the school when all orders have been completed. Call the office for more information. Our Hawktastic school counselor, Miss Lyon, is continuing her celebration of Mindfulness March. The students had a great time doing yoga last week. This week, they are doing another mindfulness practice, and that is coloring. I know for me, coloring can be a great stress reliever, so join Miss Lyon this week. You can find the information about times and Zoom sessions in her Google Classroom. We do have a school site council meeting this Thursday, March 18th at 3:45. That will be occurring via Zoom, so check for the link in Parent Square or on our school website. And finally, it is birthday time. A very happy birthday to all of our students who are celebrating this week, beginning with Sophia J. in Miss Flores' class, who is celebrating on the 15th. Happy birthday to Mark D. in Mr. Contreras' class, Herman F. in Mrs. Molina's class, and Jesus S. in Mrs. McDaniel's class, who are all celebrating on the 16th. Celebrating on the 17th, happy birthday to Alyssa B. in Miss Valdez's class and Oliver R. in Mrs. McDaniel's class. 2 birthdays on the 18th, happy birthday to Jariah R. in Mrs. Fimbres' class and Mason R. in Miss Flores' class. Celebrating on the 19th, happy birthday to Nadaline F. in Mr. Gonzalez's class and Andrew M. in Mrs. Mendoza's class. 1 birthday being celebrated on the 20th, happy birthday to Athena R. in Mrs. Ragsdale's class. Finally, we have Allison J., who is celebrating on the 21st from Mrs. Hernandez's first grade class. So we hope all of those students have wonderful birthdays this week. We do have one very special staff birthday this week. Celebrating on the 16th, we want to wish a very happy birthday to one of our fabulous first grade teachers, Mrs. Fimbres. So happy birthday, Mrs. Fimbres. We hope that you have a great day. That is all the announcements that we have for this week. Remember, Nishimoto Hawks don't just fly, we soar. Show respect, offer kindness, act responsibly, and are ready to learn. Let's have another Hawktastic week.